Welcome to another episode of a Different Perspective podcast. I'm your host, Mike Green, and today I got somebody special, man. Like, he's one of Houston's best kept secret. You have to know somebody to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't just no average person that I got sitting with me, man. This is the plug. Grammy winning producer, uh, engineer for you name it, man. Scarface, Wiz Khalifa, Killer Calion. The list goes on, man. But I want to introduce y'all to none other than Black Card Steveo.
What's going
What's
down?
up, man?
You all right?
Yes, sir. Man, you know, we've been trying to do this for a minute.
Yeah, it's been
You know
like
what I'm saying?
six months exactly.
Yeah, but I appreciate the patience. I want to start off by saying I appreciate the patience.
Nah, it's all
You know what I'm
good.
saying? Like, I've been wanting to pick your brain since I seen you with Teasy.
Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of that patience, you know what I'm saying? Even I had a baby on the day that we were scheduled to shoot, so we had to reschedule. And then when I tried to reschedule it, you know what I'm saying, you was like, man, I'm about to take a 90-day fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't do nothing but respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, shit, when the time happens, it's going to happen. And it's the time now. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Like you said, I had to take that time because, bro, you know, on social media, I post a lot, man. And God was telling me, like, man, you're giving too much of yourself to these folks, man.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to start taking it for granted.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, my son mama ended up dying.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So me trying to get him together, you know, I wasn't in no headspace to really do nothing. But I said, man, when I get back to it, we got to lock it in, man. And I really appreciate the patience. I really appreciate you working with me. And I really appreciate you taking your time out to come sit down with me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
During your fast, I know some people when they fast, they have a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? Did you have a goal in mind? Did you reach that goal? How was that?
All right. So I meditate. I get up. I wake up like at 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30 every morning. And I spend that time with God, right? And I needed some clarity. You know, when it come to life, man, life be moving so fast. We never really just take time to slow down and really listen to God so we can move in the right direction.
For sure.
There's a scripture that says there's a way that seem right unto man, but the end thereeof leads to death. And I didn't want to be like some of these people that I see on social media that get caught up in this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wanted to recenter myself, get my focus back where it was supposed to be, and just make sure that I was doing it for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? And I was.
And you accomplished that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You know, sometimes in life, when life is chaotic, the best thing to do a lot of times is just to be still. Sometimes you can win wars by being still. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. Congratulations on that fast.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
I don't even. You brought up Teasy. I don't even remember seeing you with Teasy unless I don't remember. So you got to.
So Teasy, my guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We from the same hood.
Yeah.
And I remember when he was moving with B and they was doing the music.
Yeah.
I seen you running around with him. You know what I'm saying? But I've also seen you run around with a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to know, like, bro, what bro do, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you produce, you engineer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your hands in so much, man.
Man, RP beat down, man.
Yeah.
What I usually do is just like I'm like the connection. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody needs something done, like especially music industry and stuff, everybody you look to find somebody that they know ain't gonna rip them off. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that they know have real relationships. You know what I'm saying? And that's the person that I am. Like I've been in the industry and doing this music shit for at least 20 years, you know what I'm saying? So I know these people, you know what I'm saying? And they know me, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a one-way thing, you know what I mean? So it's like when people bring me into situations, it's like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. we heard about you through this person. We respect that person. So it's like, let's sit down and see what we could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. I just help put everything together. I'm a behind the scenes guy. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. You know what I mean? I think now I'm trying to tell a little more of my story, or to be, you know, at least heard a little more, because sometimes you kind of feel like sitting in the back. Sometimes it's like you like, oh, it's people in the forefront that aren't really qualified to be speaking on stuff, or they really wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I'm overqualified and I was really there. You know what I'm saying? So now, even on my Instagram, I take time now to just kind of like show little moments. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
because I could be very private. I've been called mysterious. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, let me ask you this. With all the stuff that you done accomplished, man, do you ever like take time to like pat yourself on the back, or like?
I don't. I don't take that time, and I'm trying to learn how to, but I haven't learned how to like be like, oh, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just do stuff, and I keep it moving, and I'll talk to somebody else, and they'll be like, oh, you did that? You was a part of that? I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, man, that's crazy. This and that, this and that. And I just be like, that was just another day for me. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't learned how to pat myself on the back, and I don't know how to. I really don't know how to brag either, if that make any sense.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know how to be like, I did this, I'm the one who did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to do that. So for me, it's like either I get the credit or I don't, and then like either way, I just be like, cool, I just move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff to me that I do doesn't seem that big, but to everybody else, they're like, man, that's huge. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't really realize it, because maybe the people that I'm working with are really my partners. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't, not saying that like even like a Scarface, not saying that I don't look at Scarface as Scarface, but that's
Your partner.
really my
Yeah.
partner. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I don't look at everything the same. I'm just recording my partner. I'm not recording Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, you know, I'm the same way too. I be doing so much stuff because I'm big on creating, man. I feel like I'm an artist in multiple facets, right?
Yeah.
That TV that y'all looking at right now, I made that TV.
You made the TV?
I made the TV. It got my name on it. That ain't no Vizio. That's a Michael Merriam TV.
That's hard.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. Like I do stuff and I just keep it pushing. Folks be like, man, you made a TV? Yeah, bro. Like
That's
I just
live.
keep it going, bro. I wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? Like
I saw the book.
you know what I'm saying? I just do stuff and I keep it going. And my wife had to remind me, because what ended up happening is you go and you go and you go and you go, and eventually you're gonna get burned out because you never really just took time to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Every accomplishment and every milestone that I've achieved during my meditation, sometimes I get frustrated.
Okay.
And sometimes I might be trying to accomplish something and it ain't working the way I want it to. And you know, when you doing it by yourself, sometimes you feel like you're on the island by yourself.
Right.
But in them times when I go to God, you know what he always do?
What?
He always bring back to memory everything that I just did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look at this, you did this. Look at this, you did this. But I never really take time to just bask in, like, damn, man, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then once I started doing that, it gave me more appreciation for everything else that I did moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still learning how to I'm still learning how to
Look,
do
not
it.
to cut you off, to cut you off, bro. You deserve the accolades, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you said, it's a lot of people out here that be like, you know, I've done X, Y, and Z, and you know what I'm saying? But you really him. But you quiet with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was always taught to let other people praise you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too big in trying to be prideful or ego. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's always in my mind too, is to stay low to the ground.
Stay
'Cause, you
grounded,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Stay grounded, because as soon as you start with the ego and you start with the you know, pride comes before the fall. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And not saying that like I don't wish people knew certain things, but a lot of times I just have to sit back and let other people say it, and I'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
instead of me just like, you know, it's hard even on Instagram or something. You see somebody steady talking about what they did, what they did, what they did. I damn near unfollow somebody
Yeah.
because that's all they talk about is what they did, what they did, what they did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When in reality, we supposed to be of service. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
it's just like, you know, what did you did that, cool, but like who did you serve? What purpose did it serve? Et cetera, et cetera. You know.
Yeah. That's a great point. Man, how did you get started, man? Like, what was it like growing up? Where did you grow up? Like, how? Take us through that.
Man, so my dad is from New York. My dad is from Brooklyn to be specific.
Okay.
My mom is from Houston. So I always tell people that I'm the first Blue Ivy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, they met on a plane. All right. Now my dad is 10 years younger than my mother. So my mother is Luther Vandross, Earth, Wind and Fire, all of that.
Yeah.
My dad was Nas, hip hop. He used to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So as far as the music stuff, that's all I really knew. My
Yeah.
mom didn't do music, but she listened to music all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My grandma, my dad's mom, played piano, classical piano. You know what I mean? So it's like everything around me was built um, around music. So it's like when I discovered music for myself, I just stayed there. You know what I'm saying? Because it was my way to release my thoughts. It was my way to create, like you said. You know what I'm saying? And to get anything that I wanted to manifest, I could manifest it in music, even if I didn't have it in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what music is to me. So that's kind of how I got into music. It was kind of like always around me, but you couldn't really be my partner or nothing like that if you didn't do music. Cause
Yeah.
I really ain't play basketball or nothing like that. It's like if we chilling, you know how to rap, you know how to sing, what you do? All right, come on. We about to write a song.
Man,
We about to record. We about to do something. You know what I'm saying?
look, how old was you at the time when you like started recording and everything?
I started recording when LimeWire was out,
Damn.
and it was Acid Pro 4.0, whatever year that was.
A long time
You
ago.
know what I'm saying? Dial-up modem internet. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started recording. So I was rapping at first, and then I started DJing. I don't know if you remember Music Depot at Greenspoint
Yeah,
Mall
yeah, yeah.
with Big O. I literally bought some turntables and went up there. Well, first, OG Ron C is the one who told me to buy turntables.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? OG Ron C, at the time, he had just took over Platinum Sounds, because it was Slim had it at first, and then Ron C had it. He was the one that was always in there, and he was like, buy some turntables, and I'll show you how to chop. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got the turntables, and then I had to go be a part of this record pool at Music Depot, where you pay. It was like $40 a month or something, and you go up there and you go once a month. You go pick up all the records that you want. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only way that I knew how to get like the new instrumentals was on the record, because it would have the clean, the dirty, and the instrumental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I started recording myself rapping that way onto a CD burner. So we used to record straight to CD, not to like a computer or nothing. I had a Philips boombox, and I would go out of the mixer for the turntables straight into the burner. So it wasn't no mixing or nothing. However we did it is how we did it. It wasn't no
Yeah.
punching in. It was how
Raw.
that was it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about no mixing or nothing. But that's kind of like how I started with the music. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, we was this close to being on the Swisher House tape. You know what I'm saying? We was very, very close. You know what I'm saying?
What happened? Why y'all didn't do it?
It just never came to happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we used to go up to the shop and freestyle, and Sab Warfare used to be in there,
Yeah.
and he was the first person that was like, "Hey man, when y'all freestyle, stop saying I done came down. You like find something else to say." You know what I'm saying? Because you really saying that because you don't know the words. You don't know what other words to say. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, so he planted those kind of seeds in us young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Ron C, I just seen Ron C. We was shooting a movie the other day, and I just seen them, but they used to ride through the neighborhood and everything, and come pull up on the way to the shop, and come mess with us. You know what I'm saying? We was young. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man, shout out to Ron, man. When I was rapping, Ron was the first person that took me on the road
yeah.
and showed me how to work that road. Yeah, man. And R.I.P. my partner Kayla. What Ron had?
What?
It was Swisher House.
Wrecking Yard. Yeah.
Wrecking Yard with Nick and everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's who I used to go on the road with them. You know what I'm saying?
Man, them was the times, man. You had Swisher House, you had Wrecking Yard. You had Color Changing Click. You had Beltway 8 still chopping them up. You know what I'm saying? You remember Beltway 8?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, them was a time. Then you had Lil C doing his tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like
him and 50.
Yeah, that shit, man. It ain't no, man. That was a very special
era
of like Houston music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you think about the sound of Houston music now? What's your opinion on it? Or do we have a sound?
Yeah, I was about to say I don't really know what the sound of Houston music is now. If I would think traditional sound and jamming, I would say Quiet Money Dot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love what he doing as far as staying true to that lane. You know what I'm saying? And I just like the fact that when you listen to him, you know he from Houston. You know what I'm saying? I don't like listening to people and have to figure out where they from and stuff like that, because you know, everything is a melting pot, you know what I mean? But it's like, if I'm listening to a New York artist, I don't want them to sound like they from Atlanta. I don't want them to sound like they from Houston. So why do we have Houston artists sounding like they from everywhere else? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how everybody else feel. How you feel about that?
I feel the same way, to be honest with you, man. Everybody sound like everybody. And Walk also do a good job of trying to represent the city, right?
Yeah.
But my boy Bebe and Gates,
Yeah.
I love what they doing.
Yeah. They got a new project coming out too.
Yeah.
Gates gave me a verse for my project, man, and I fuck with Gates. I hit him. I said, man, it's time, and he came on that night. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with Gates. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody from the North. Oh, you asked me where I'm from. I'm from the North. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess originally you could say Greens Point. I moved to Greens Point when I was like 7, but like my area is anywhere between like Greens Point, Acres Home.
There you go.
Everything in between, but I'm really like Bama, North Houston. You know what I'm saying? Veterans Memorial, Beltway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like my section. Like, you know, I know everybody don't know where we at right now, but I could get here with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, how did you become the plug, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you make all these connections? I can tell you right now, bro, you got a real humble spirit, and I know that'll take you far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how you make all these connections like that?
I think over the years it's just been me one doing what I say that I'm gonna do. And having great relationships, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my relationships, I ain't gonna lie, I got right out of Acres Home, you know what I'm saying? Because I was working with Mike Mo and Corey Mo at their studio, you know what I'm saying? So I was right over there on St. Clair. I was still in high school over there, interning, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of a lot of people that I met, like the Bun B's and all of that, I met them then. I was still in high school, you know what I'm saying? So those relationships just build on top of it, because after you see somebody so long, and then you're like, okay, this person messes with them, okay, they solid and that relationship can build. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't take advantage of those relationships.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, I don't know what the hell they doing back there, bro. You
Sound
know what
like
I'm
they
saying?
building something. It's all good.
Man, Corey Mo still in the A?
Yeah, he in the A. I talked to Corey probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I talked to him about 2 months ago.
Yeah, Corey, another one, man. Bro, let me ask you this. You won a Grammy.
I was Grammy nominated.
Grammy nominated.
Nominated. Yeah.
How did that, bro? Coming from here, man. How I feel to get nominated for a Grammy, bro?
Man, I didn't even think of nothing about it. I ain't think nothing of it.
You just kept it pushing.
I just kept it pushing. I didn't even know that I can get my certification for it. I didn't order my certification for it till 10 years later. I just got it in 2022. The Grammy was 2012.
Why? Cause you didn't know it. You just
I didn't know. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was like the album was Grammy nominated. I was like, okay, cool. I just kept working.
yeah.
And then I was like, sat down one day and I was like, okay, these people getting Grammy nominations. I already got one. Let me see if I could go ahead and claim my reward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I was able to do that 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? But it was you know, when I got it, I still feel it the same way. It's an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the studio and when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I did that. And I ordered two, so I gave one to my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's
she can
hard.
look at it. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's hard. Man, you know, it's a lot of people trying to do music right now. Being that you done been in too many. It's so saturated right now. Yeah. But being that you done been in the rooms that you done been in, I be having a lot of people come trying to sit down with me and tell me, hey man, I'll pay you for an interview, right? I go on their page, fam, I'm not gonna take your money, bro.
Yeah.
Your music ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to do music too, and not just being too critical, but what advice, with so many people trying to do music right now, what advice would you give to somebody like to get a person's attention like yours, for you to be able to work with them, or you know, or do you just work with anybody?
No, I don't work with anybody, but I think the main thing, if somebody's trying to be successful in the music business, you have to have a unique voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you can have a voice that sounds like somebody else and still be successful. You know what I mean? You got to think about Ja Rule. When you hear a Ja Rule song, you automatically, oh, that's Ja Rule. As soon as you hear his voice. Right. Jay-Z, very, very distinct. Scarface, very distinct. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, very distinct. You're not gonna hear nothing from Wayne and be like, is there somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So I think finding that sound, and the more different your voice is, the better. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are making a lot of music that blends in, and when you make music that blends in, it gets lost. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your actual sound and your voice isn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, I tell people all the time, in Houston, the best example we got is J-Dog. Every time you hear J-Dog, you know that's J-Dog. Another thing about J-Dog, I always tell people is, when you hear his music and you see his videos or you see him in person, the image,
everything matches,
lines up. You know what I'm saying? He's not rap like J-Dog make the type of music you like.
That's my nigga too.
He like nigga, I'm on a sherm stick or something. He talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then you see him, you like, you might be. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just lines up. So and everything doesn't even need to be true. A lot of people make music now and they're like, oh, everything got to be true. It don't need to be true. It just need to be believable.
Yeah.
That's it. It just needs to be believable. And that's the problem with a lot of shit now, because every song niggas is killing 10 people.
Yeah.
That's not believable. Now, if you just kill one nigga in the song, if you kill one nigga in the song, we might believe you. You know what I'm saying? But when the last time you seen a nigga on the news that done killed 10 people, you know what I'm saying? That's not how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta be real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we being real with ourselves. I just think too many people dying in these songs. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, ain't enough people dying in real life. You know what I'm saying? So something ain't adding up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like the music industry is really fucked up right now, bro?
I think we're at like a reset. I think it's gonna be like a reset. Like it's so much
Real shit coming back.
I think so, but I think it's so much bullshit that eventually the bullshit is gonna have to
Filter out.
Yeah, it's gonna have to filter out. You know what I'm saying? But the real shit is actually coming back. You know what I'm saying? But we have to want it also. The consumer has to want the realness. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm still listening to 50 Cent first 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to Starlito and Don Tripp a lot. You know what I'm saying? I like AJ McQueen new project. You know what I'm saying? But that's realer music. But we, as a consumer, we have to want that. You know what I'm saying? That's really why I started, not why I started making music, but why I continue to make music and drop projects and stuff, because I told myself I have to make what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I got 3 projects out, and when you listen to those projects, you're not gonna hear a lot of stuff that you hear on the radio or somebody's aux. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear the stuff that I personally like to hear, and I curate these sounds to match that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to listen to some stuff. I want to make some stuff for people like me. You know what I'm saying? And I still listen to albums straight through. Do you?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Or you playlist stuff?
Nah, bro. I was on the what was that? The Blueprint 2?
Yeah.
I was on the whole Blueprint 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I asked you, do you think the music industry is dead? Because, bro, it ain't quality music like how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the fact that social media got everybody, man, you could be a nobody yesterday and somebody today off a TikTok viral video. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about the viral stuff and stuff like that, you can't put no asses in no seats. None of those people, the majority, I'll say 90% of these people that go viral and stuff like that are not, they can't sell real tickets. You know what I'm saying?
There's no story behind them.
There's no story, there's no following behind it, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally have partners that will listen to an artist when they're first starting off and they're growing, and when they get too big, they'll stop listening to them.
Why?
Because they say they're too big now. I got a partner and he really enjoys the beginning parts. You know what I'm saying? And when they get too big, he's like, oh, everybody got them now. You know what I'm saying? But how do you hear the truest form of a person? It's gonna be at the beginning. The first projects when they trying to make their name and stuff like that. That's when you're gonna hear like the real essence of stuff. After that, you're gonna hear the production.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I kind of feel him on that, but to each his own. But I do think the music industry, I don't think the music industry is dead. I just think it needs to get back to people making great music so they can sell shows. Because if you can't do a show with real people in the audience, then I don't think your music is successful. I think that's the thing that equals out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could drop an album and go on a tour and there's actually people there, then you're cool. Even if it's like only 300 cap venue or something, you know what I'm saying? Those are still real people that you get to talk to, that you get to sell merch to, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing with the internet is people aren't doing that. They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You're not connecting with people enough for them to spend their money and leave their house to see you. They only want to see you on TikTok. Yeah. And that's not enough.
What do you think about, you think that's what happened with Sexy Red?
I don't think that's what happened with Sexy Red. I don't believe Sexy Red was a TikTok artist. I think Sexy Red had the shock factor. You know what I'm saying? I think she had the shock factor, and I think she had some cool songs. You know what I'm saying? But I think after so much, it didn't shock people no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because after a while, everybody else started coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn near on the same vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's easy to shock somebody the first couple times and stuff like that, but after a while, you got to figure out a new way to shock them.
Yeah, you really gotta Charleston White their ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You
gotta hit them with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So look, if somebody wanted to work with you, what are the things that you look for in an artist before you work with them?
Really, their personality and their character got to kind of come first. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm working with somebody, that's me co-signing them as a person, not just as an artist.
Right.
Like I'm not able to walk into somebody and say, "Oh yeah, mess with this person, just their music." You know what I'm saying? They're a horrible person, but just mess with their music. I'm not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just me. It's like, hey, this is my guy, and I'm introducing you to somebody else that I have a real relationship with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna make those type of connections if everything doesn't line up with like the character and stuff and the music. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the character but don't got the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool too. We could just be partners, but we don't have to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. You can't take all the money, and you have to be cautious of what you commit to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like me bringing DJ Mr. Rogers a song. If I bring Mr. Rogers a song, 9 times out of 10 he gonna play it.
Yeah.
Because one, he know if I give it to him, it's gonna be mixed and mastered. He know he not gonna drop something and it's just gonna sound horrible or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? At minimum, they know if Steveo give me something, the sound is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So that's already half the battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's those type of things that you got to think about when you're approaching people, or when people try to approach me and stuff like that, because you're asking me to use my real relationships and my real reputation. You're asking basically to use my reputation to help you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big ask, because all I got is my reputation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and it takes a long time to build a reputation, but it doesn't take a long time to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. When you be in the studio with different rappers, have you ever been in there with somebody where you not feeling it and had to give them constructive criticism? And if so, like, how do you do it?
Well, I'll tell you that the studio that I came up in, they used to tell me to tell the client when they ask, "Hey, what you think?" You know, if you like it, cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't really give them the constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But that's because that was about the money, not necessarily the art. You know what I'm saying? I learned that when I start giving people constructive criticism and telling them what I actually thought, that's when I learned how to be a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can produce these records. I start getting more clients and more people wanting to work with me for the simple fact that, oh, hey, I know that he's not gonna let me just do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll tell somebody, hey, I don't like that. I think you could change it. Let's try it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's the best way. I'm not never gonna put nobody in a situation and say, hey, you gotta do this. It's your art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as somebody that has the experience that I have and has been in the rooms with so many people, it might be on your best interest to try what I'm saying, or at least listen to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because the craziest thing is the people that have the most accolades are the ones that listen the most. You know what I'm saying? And the people that don't are the ones that, I know what I'm doing. I got it. Nah, you know what I'm saying? They the ones who got it all figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I worked with Ludacris one time, and I stopped him. Like, nah. He's like, what you think? Nah, you need to do it over. You know what I'm saying? It's Ludacris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with MC Light. We in LA. I'm recording MC Light. This is MC Light.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Recording. She kind of flipped over some words, and I stopped it. She didn't stop nothing. I stopped it. Wow. You got to do it again. All right, cool. All right, we can work. You know what I'm saying? That was my test to see, like, all right, how is this session gonna go? You know what I'm saying? And then it went well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. I think the people that have the most accolades listen the most. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't make music by yourself. You can But at the end of the day, man, if you really want something to be relatable, something to be a hit, you gotta, it's a community effort. You know what I'm saying?
So look, I'm glad you said that. I got two questions for you.
All right.
The first one, what do you think, with it being a collective effort, what do you think about having ghostwriters?
Well, okay, so what is a ghostwriter?
Somebody who writes the song, the lyrics that somebody else has performed, right?
Is that credited or uncredited?
It's supposed to be credited, right?
Is a ghost credited?
Nah.
If it's uncredited, then that's what I consider a ghostwriter. I don't consider collaborations ghostwriting.
So what do you think about having uncredited writers?
I think uncredited writers, one, I think is 9 times out of 10 going to be bad business, because that means whoever wrote it isn't getting paid 9 times out of 10 on the back end, which they supposed to, you know what I'm saying, for their intellectual property. Number two, I don't mind it, but let's say if I was to write somebody a song and they didn't want to give me credit as far as writing the song, whatever you pay me up front would have to be an extra, like a large number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A large amount for me to even try to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I think collaboration with music is key, but I don't think if somebody's credited that they're a ghostwriter. I think it's just collaboration, whether the artist that's performing it actually writes or not. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a problem when they do that with R&B. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, recording contracts are for albums for performing artists. It's not a contract for a performing writer. It's a performing artist. This is the person that performs, period. They're gonna go in the studio and they're gonna perform what's presented. They're gonna get on stage and they're gonna perform what's presented. What's presented. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about that. You know, so I think a lot of people just confuse songwriters and collaborations with performing artists. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying Whitney Houston wasn't the shit because other people wrote her songs.
So look,
you gonna sound crazy as hell trying to say that.
So look, let me ask you this, because when it comes to that, I told somebody else that before. Like when it come to R&B, whoever's singing it didn't write it. Nine times out of 10. Somebody else wrote the song, right?
Yeah.
And it's a hit. That's all they care about, is it being a hit. Why is it a different approach when it comes to rap though? You know what I'm saying? I know it has to do with skill level and all of that, but
I think there's a difference between rap and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a problem with that in hip hop. I don't think there's a problem with that in rap.
Writing for somebody else?
Yeah.
So why you say it's a problem in hip hop?
But because hip hop is more of the culture and the sport. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap is not necessarily that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hip hop is. So that's how I feel. It's like if you call yourself a MC, you got to write all your stuff. But if you call yourself a rapper, you doing rap. You ain't even doing, you know what I'm saying?
So look, because you educated me, and I used to, you know what I'm saying, be an artist, but what's the difference? Because some folks may say, I rap and I do hip hop, so what's the difference?
Well, you could be in the hip hop world and rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you could be a rapper and not in hip hop, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But that's just like saying, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a artist
without offending nobody.
Yeah, but it's like let's say Gucci Mane. Is Gucci Mane rap or hip hop? I don't consider Gucci Mane hip hop.
Yeah,
that's rap.
I get it.
He write his own stuff, but if he did it, like Like he's not trying to be hip hop.
Yeah.
He's not out here. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you consider Drake?
A rapper.
So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
yes,
him
he is
having.
a rapper.
Yeah.
But even with Drake has written other people's songs. He done wrote hits for Alicia Keys. Like they're like people talk about Drake, but you can't take nothing from Drake's pen.
Yeah.
When it comes to a song, like what did he say? It don't matter if I write rhymes, I write checks. The only thing that matter at the end of the day is the song, the result. People, the consumer does not give a damn about who wrote the song. Yeah. They only give a damn about the result. Is the result jamming? And that's what we gotta realize. You know what I'm saying? Is either you jamming or you not. If it took 10 people to make this jam, cool. If it took one person to make this not jam, cool.
Yeah.
Which side would you rather be on? A money making side?
Yeah.
Or a side that can just claim I'm a 100%er?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's to me it's real simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think there's a difference between hip hop and rap, and I'm not concerned with a rapper writing their own songs.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they performing artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it would hurt me if Common didn't write his songs or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It's like hip hop is like Rakim. If it came out Rakim was
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, hell no. What the hell?
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's not that. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there anybody that you've been starstruck working with before?
No. I've never been starstruck. I've been nervous. I almost got starstruck one time, but this is when me and Face was working on Deeply Rooted. We were in New York, and we were at Jungle City Studios, which is Alicia Keys Studios, and you know she married to Swiss Beats. So me and Face is in the studio with Khaled, and Swiss Beats and Pharrell and Jay-Z is upstairs working on Magna Carta, right?
Yeah.
And DJ Khaled is how he is really how he is.
Like in real life?
In real life. You know, unless he just...
Bro be hyped up like that.
Man, listen, so he kept doing shit like, Hove is upstairs. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get to see if Hove can come down here. Hove is upstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now he done built this shit up, and not every time an intern or something open the door, everybody like, you know what I'm saying?
Waiting on Hove.
Yeah, it was never him, but it's just like, I wouldn't say starstruck, but it was like a time where like, because of, like, I like Jay-Z, but because of how Khaled was doing,
yeah,
made it worse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh, the way that he is on social media, he really like that?
Yeah, he really liked that.
He be hyped up.
He really liked that, man. Listen, so the song that we was working on at that time was called Never Surrender with Scarface, Jada Kiss, Anthony Hamilton, Meek Mill, and Akon, right? This is the song we was working on. We did Face verse first. Me and Face are still in New York, right?
Yeah.
So Khaled would call Face, and Face would, Face would have him on speakerphone, and Khaled be like, "Yo, I just got the young bull on the song, Meek Mill." Like, this is how he's talking, like, you know what I'm saying? But he did that song, and every day he had some updates, like, you know what I'm saying? And it all came together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Khaled and Kirk Franklin are the two people that inspired me, and Ron C.
Yeah.
Is the three people that inspired me to put my own projects out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really rap no more. I don't rap a lot. Like, I don't rap a lot no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, every now and then I'll do a verse or something, but I pretty much A&R these projects. I pick the producers, tell them what we doing, the artists, I get them together, you know what I'm saying? And I really curate these things. And I got that from people like Kirk Franklin, DJ Khaled. You know
Oh,
what
you
I'm
work with
saying?
Kirk too?
I haven't worked with Kirk.
Yeah.
I met him last tour, but I haven't worked with him. But I consider Kirk Franklin to be the first DJ Khaled as far as putting things together, all of these different
Yeah.
artists and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then Ron C, because he had Southern's Finest. When Ron C dropped Southern's Finest with Ballin' Is a Habit and all of those records, I think that was on Mad Hatter record label. You know what I'm saying? That was like one of the first times that I saw, at least coming up around that time, that was like, oh, this is a real album that he got these people on. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell him, man, I be like, man, drop that, redrop it, because I can't find it.
Yeah.
I can find all of the fuck actions and shit, but I need to find Southern's Finest. You know what I'm saying? Because that was an album that we had on repeat. You know what I'm saying? That was, 50-50, Lil Flip was on there. That was like, that's that era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm from the north side, so that was like Swisher House, Boss Hog. That's what I really grew up on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up on Screw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't. I ain't hear Screw tape till after he was dead.
Yeah, we had our own sound.
Yeah.
Man, what is it like? You've been recording Face for a minute, right?
I started recording Face whenever he had got out of jail. I started recording him. But I've been knowing Face since like 05, 06. You know what I'm saying? Because we did the Made album at Mike Moore and Corey Moe studio. You know what I'm saying? And I was the intern at that time. So that's when I met Face. You know what I mean? And then he had went to jail for like some child support or something like that. And it's crazy because when he used to be at the studio, this is when you had to send money through Western Union. You know what I'm saying? He used to literally give me money to go pay his child support. Hey, go put this on the Western Union. You know what I'm saying? I was the intern. That's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? So I remember paying it a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up going to jail for that for a few months, I think. And then when he got out, he got on Twitter. Like the day he got out, he was on Twitter and he tweeted something. And I hit him and I was like, yo, Steveo. I was like, shit, I'm trying to work, pull up at the studio. He came the next day.
Yeah.
Been locked in ever since. Yeah.
What would you say is one of the most impactful things that you done learned from Face, like working with him or whatever?
Oh, that's hard, man. That's hard. He's very, very smart, man. I think the main thing is you'll never be better than the original. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times with these samples and stuff like that is, the goal is to always get as close as you can to the original. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Other things that I learned from Face was just like to expand what I listen to. He listens to all type of music, you know what I'm saying? And I do too, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and him drove to Dallas one time, just me and him in the car, you know what I'm saying? And we listening to Frank Ocean, we listening to Nirvana,
Everything,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, he's a real musician, you know what I'm saying? And he really knows about music, you know what I'm saying? So, and he take it serious. He take it serious. So that's one thing for sure. It's like when he in the studio, he in the studio. He not playing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in the studio talking on your phone, talking to somebody else, and none of that. Like, we here to work. You know what I'm saying? So, those are all things that I got from him. It's other stuff too. I just can't think of them off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I'd have been on tour with him and everything, man. I talked to him 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "How that baby? How that baby?" You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy.
Yeah. Man, his project, his new interview with Shannon was hard too. You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
I seen it.
What's some of the things you done learned from the old man? I see you got Rap a Lot on your neck, so what's some of the things you done learned from the old man?
Man, I learned a lot just by like observing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way he carries himself, um, it it I have to say that that's like, you always see people talk about people in certain ways, but to be around them and to see how he leads with God is very, very different than what you would expect when you hear a lot of the chatter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's my biggest thing, because I feel like I'm a leader, but to be a leader you gotta be a great follower. You know what I'm saying? And for me to get somebody for me to allow somebody to influence me, they have to be great leaders. You know what I'm saying? And to me, a great leader is always gonna follow God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when he speaks and stuff, it's always, you know, he gives thanks. He does certain things and he says certain things to let you know that he a man of faith. You know what I'm saying? And nothing he has ever told me has not been true. Like even over the like years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He told me some stuff when I first met him. I was like 13, and it still holds true to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a little wild for me, as far as like a grown man telling something to a 13-year-old and then it actually still be true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what he told me was, he was like, he was talking about the studios and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I got this, and he's like, you know, whenever you need a studio, you can use my studios whenever you want to for free, whenever.
Yeah.
And I was 13, and it just happened that life went on and progressed how it did. You know what I'm saying? And it's been exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a long time ago, from 4 from 13.
Yeah. 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 But that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. The old man always, I met the old man before.
Mm-hmm.
A few times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stand up guy. See, a lot of people be talking about how he is.
Yeah.
Man, he a man of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if he respect men.
Yeah.
So if you approach him like a man and you stand up, he gonna respect that. But if you a coward, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Respect is respect. Like speaking of respect, like the way that I was raised is I was raised to respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like even how I say people's names in my phone, I'll have somebody's name and in parentheses I'll have who I met them through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they call, I need to know who I met them through. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give the same respect to them that I give that person. You see what I'm saying? Because and if something go wrong, I need to know who I need to call. You know what I'm saying? I met this person through you. So therefore it's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But I was taught to respect, and it doesn't matter to me. Like, it's like, Mike, if you introduce me, I respect you, right?
Yeah.
If you introduce me to somebody and be like, hey, man, this is my people, cool. If I see them out in the club or whatever and they trying to get in, or somebody, I'm gonna make sure they get in. If somebody trying to fight them, I'm gonna make sure don't nothing go down. You know what I'm saying? Off top, because I respect. I might not know them like that.
Yeah. But
I respect you enough, and I don't want somebody. Steveo was there. He ain't even help me.
Yeah.
That I can't deal with that on me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the cloth that I was like raised in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that respect factor definitely, it's definitely high with the old man. You know what I'm saying? Just because our family history and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Everything been solid. You know, my older brother was an original rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she went to school with the old man uncles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
years it is.
Families is close. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had some of their cousins and shit be like, hey man, we related?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't related, but damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like family is family. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I think respect is the main thing. I think the respect is the main thing, and to keep business separate from personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep business separate and personal. That's a big thing that I learned from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, before we get out of here, man, what's something that you want to accomplish that you ain't done yet, bro? With all the accolades and everything, like what's that? What's something that you want to do that you feel like you ain't done yet?
I don't know if it's like anything accolade wise. You know what I'm
Or just
saying?
period?
Um, it's funny. It's funny because like 2 years ago, I told myself that I was gonna get into a movie, and like I told you, me and Ron C we was just in the same movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a big role,
Yeah.
but I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to me. I want to do more stuff like that, man. I want to kind of step out in front of the camera a little bit and just make sure that when I leave this earth, you know what I'm saying, I leave something tangible, you know what I'm saying, and not just memories, you know what I'm saying, because memories tend to fade, you know what I'm saying. So
Facts.
I wanna just, you know, like at the beginning you said when you fasted, you said you felt like you was giving the world too much, you know what I'm saying. I don't feel like I'm giving the world enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like as good people, you know what I'm saying, God fearing people, I think it's important for us to speak up more. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we're here to serve. You know what I'm saying? And we're here to give ourselves out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So uh, that's really it. You know what I mean? I just want to be a better person, get more discipline. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of things in my life, and hopefully leave some type of you know legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I want to do, and like I commend you because and that's really why I bought you the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's rare, and a lot of stuff that you talk about is rare. A lot of people scared to talk about God. A lot of people scared to talk about different angles of life. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like when I see somebody talking like that, and it's like, okay, cool, cool. I understand where he going with that kind of stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's important for me because I be on the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I I be reading the Bible. I do like I was raised in church. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of times in life, people might come to me for advice. Well, one, I always hung out with older people, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. I got some wisdom from older people. You know what I'm saying? But I've also be in the Word. I also be at church. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times people come to me and they asking for advice or asking for wisdom and stuff, and it's like it seems like I'm telling them something like what I'm saying, like
Magical.
profound, like I'm
Yeah.
just like a wisdom guy or something. But I'm just telling you the Bible, but
Bro.
I'm just not telling you like what verse it come from, or I'm not delivering it how the Bible deliver it to you. But I'm just telling you this is what that is. You
And
know
and
what
you
I'm
and
saying?
bro, that's what I be doing.
Yeah,
See, I went to college to learn the Bible. Before it was cool
yeah,
to even do any of that, bro. I've been searching for God.
yeah,
And one thing that I realized about that Bible is, bro, the interpretation is up to the reader.
yeah,
See, my relationship with God, and that's why, like, I try to show different sides of me.
yeah.
Folks, we've been conditioned to, if you believe in God, this is how you behave. This is what it looked like. X, Y, and Z, right? But
Mm-hmm.
everybody that Jesus touched in the Bible came from a different walk of life. They had
Mm-hmm.
different things going with them, and a lot of people they grow up reading the Bible, believing that God is just this person that want to mess over them and he's just
Yeah,
judge
yeah,
sitting up. That's not even once you understand, like,
yeah. I'm gonna say it like it was told to me, man, from somebody. My boy, my boy Kirk Peacock, man. My boy said, man, God was gangster. He said, you was talking about Jesus. Jesus was gangster. He said, man, who gonna walk around and tell somebody, hey, I'm the son of God. Come on, follow me.
and they do it.
Who you know gonna do that?
Bruh, check this out. In the Bible, and you know this story. You know what I'm saying? If you've been in that Bible, bro, Jesus went to the church. When he got up in there, bro, they had sheep. They were selling everything. It's going down at the church. See, we don't understand because people don't put themselves in that situation. Bruh, imagine you right now going into, what's the big church over here? T.D. Jakes' church, right?
Yeah.
You going to T.D. Jakes' church and you not feeling what T.D. Jakes talking about and you go against T.D. Jakes. Bro, everybody gonna try to crucify you.
Yeah, because he flipped tables.
He went in and flipped tables over, bro.
I'm right there with you.
The man went in and flipped tables over. That ain't nobody weak, man. At that time, like, bro, you can get killed on the spot. It wasn't no court, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they felt you did something bad enough, but he was bold enough to go and do that. But we've been taught that we have to be weak. And that's why we constantly in the same position we in. God he said be meek, but he didn't say for us to be weak.
Right.
It's so many weak people right now. That's why all this stuff is going on in society, because ain't nobody speaking up. You used to have pastors that'll go against politicians. You used to have pastors that'll go against different. You ain't got that no more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in times like this, God is using people like us, people that you would never even think that damn, like.
Well, it's all about the delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The delivery is very important when you're talking about God or anything like that, because people want to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't tap in because of what they see other people, like, as far as like holier than thou and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? But if you see somebody like you, somebody like me, it's like, oh, I can relate to them. Let me at least listen to what they got to say, because if it's working for them, it might work for me also. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about relatability, and that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's come as you are. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to meet people where they at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So the delivery is very, very important. Even when it comes to like pastors or whatever, the delivery. It's all about the delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people say Joel Osteen is too happy. You know what I'm saying? It's the delivery. Some people, that's what some people migrate to. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. You know what I mean? But it's all about the delivery. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we gotta get the word. We gotta read the word. You know what I'm saying? And we're just vessels.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So. And a vessel ain't perfect, man. I'm tired of people talking about, oh, this person does this or this person did that. It's cool. It's just a vessel. It's just a tool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no tool perfect. You know what I'm saying? Your hammer might not be strong enough. Your wrench might, you know what I'm saying? Like, just vessels. You know what I'm saying? Don't put too much on the man. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to know the man.
Facts. Facts. Man, I appreciate you for coming. Is there anything, like any last words, and where can they find you on social media or whatever?
Social media, I'm at Black Card Steveo, BlackCardSteveo on all platforms. I got 3 music projects out: Loops, Lead by Example, because that's what I always try to do, and Longevity, because that's what I'm trying to earn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's Black Card Steveo now, man. It used to be Northside Steveo, but you know, we here. Little growth.
Man, I appreciate you. Look, before we go, I gotta show him. Say, man, my boy pulled up with me. He said, man, this is my last bottle.
Last bottle.
Loyalty. JPrince.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? He said, this is my last bottle, bro. I'm gonna bring it for you. Man, I appreciate this, man.
And I told you
why.
You
know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
All good, man.
Steve-O, thank you for coming, bro.
Man, love.
Thank you, man.
Overdue, but I enjoyed it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes,
and shout out to your brother. He ain't on camera, you know what I'm saying? But he pulled up with you. Man, I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Until next time, we out.